Hey guys, I'm Molly Knauer. I'm a registered dietitian and founder of Molly's Best, and as you guys know, I love to cook, so I'm so excited for my new series. Each episode, I'm going to invite tastemakers into my kitchen in spaces like wellness, fitness, beauty, and fashion, and I'm going to show them how to make one of their favorite dishes a little bit healthier, more nutritious, and in return, they're going to share their expertise with me. I can't wait to get started, so come on into my kitchen. Welcome to episode 1 of my IGTV.
I'm so honored.
Of course, I have my bestie, Katie Sands, as feature number 1.
So
who could be better? So today, we're going to be making a little bit of a lighter eggplant parm. I know that's one of your favorites.
Eggplant parm, chicken parm. Well, you know I don't love chicken, but eggplant parm, but I'll do it if it's like Parmesan.
Yeah.
So I'm so excited. So this is gonna be like the healthify version.
Like we're still doing the cheese and like getting
the cheese is healthy, right?
Yeah, like in moderation, as long as you
okay.
can digest it. Katie, after we make our eggplant parm, Katie's gonna be showing me how to kind of clean up my makeup.
Yes. Makeup and skincare.
This is my new thing.
Yeah, it's like a transitional time. I feel like so many people are so worried about throwing out everything they have in their cabinet.
I'm not ready to do that.
And you shouldn't do that. That's a waste of money, a waste of time. You should wait till things run out, and then these are easy swaps that you can add in.
What I've done already is I just, in the oven, just so you can see, I sliced the eggplant, olive oil, salt, pepper. It's at 450 for 25 minutes. So you just want it to get nice and crispy and brown. So while that's baking, I want to make this really yummy kale and radicchio salad because it goes really nicely. And then you have sort of like the warm, hearty eggplant parm with something light and really delicious and
I'm like so excited for that because I feel like I always think salads look so simple, and then when you try to put them together, I'm like, oh wait, what kind of fruit do I put in? What kind of nuts do I put in?
So today we're making a kale, radicchio, pistachio, and raisin salad. I have a really fun trick that makes it. So I've always been spending like way too much time de-stemming the kale. First I made the mistake of just eating the stems
because I'm just like, what do I do with this?
Let me show you. Okay, so these are already done, but look, so you just pinch the edge like that, and then you just, and we're gonna chop that, but I just want to show you how to de-stem it because the worst thing in a kale salad is
when there's that
the
hard
stems, and like you can't. So you just basically peel it off. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, amazing.
This is something I actually just recently learned because I was spending so much time like with a knife, like peeling it all off, and it was just not.
Is this a specific kind of kale, or?
This is called dinosaur kale or lacinato. It could be lacinato. I think it's lacinato, but
we're gonna go with that.
This is my favorite kind of kale for a salad because it's really crunchy. It's also the best if you're gonna make kale chips. Like it just kind of has that.
I love making kale chips.
Yeah, that's so easy also. Okay, so now that we have it de-stemmed, so you could actually just like rip it up with your hands if you wanted to get like crazy, but I just take like a big bunch.
Okay.
You sort of like put it on top of each other. Bear claw. Taking it back to my cooking days at NYU. And you see how the knife is just going, like it never really leaves the cutting board?
Yeah.
So you want it to be smooth.
It's like a wave.
It's like a wave, exactly.
You know how they did away with home ec classes for our generation? By the way, I think that is so crazy because then I grew up not knowing how to cook, not knowing how to do basic domestic tasks around the house. And even at NYU, like I have a degree in nutrition, there was no cooking class. Like everyone thinks I have this whole background in cooking. No, like I have it's more
food
the science.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Where I learned like if you use this sugar, this is how the cookies turn out and all that. And I learned basic knife skills, but like basically I had to teach a lot myself.
That's like the same. I feel like I went to grad school for theater production, and when I started running my vlog, I felt like everyone's like, oh, well, you're comfortable on camera because you went to acting school. I'm like, no, I learned how to play a character who has memorized lines and an accent.
Not like
it's not myself.
Yeah.
Like I'm so much more nervous playing myself. Like,
but that I feel like has helped you just basically like
helped me like create kind of this character for my brand so that I don't have to feel like it's necessarily. Oh, I forgot the bear claw. I'm doing like this.
Oh yeah, because am I?
Are you ambidextrous?
Yeah. So I write with my left hand and cut with my. I'm definitely ambidextrous, which is fun fact. Like I do all sports righty, but I cut and.
Isn't that so crazy?
I actually kind of forgot about that. Okay. So this is a last little bit of kale.
I feel like you've also always, like, people love to see your recipes, so I'm so excited you're doing this series where people, like,
they can
do
see,
step
and
by
a lot,
step.
and I kind of like keep posting them thinking people understand, and I realize like, no, I need to break it down, and it's fun for me to do that.
And I'm always the one like screenshotting your stories, like step-by-step story frame, so I'm like, okay, this is gonna be great for me because now I have the whole video.
Well, it's my dream to have a cooking show. This is like my own
This
little
is your
mini-
cooking show.
This is my cooking show.
Yeah.
So I kind of feel like I'm like Giada, but
Yeah.
you know, in my own. Okay, so now we have the radicchio.
Okay.
The radicchio just adds amazing color to any salad because it's nice and purpley. I wouldn't just use radicchio because it's very bitter, but I think it adds like a nice touch if you're doing like a big bed of greens. So I just cut off the bottom, like the stem, and you just kind of cut it into.
This is gonna sound crazy because it's obviously not green color, but is it considered a green?
It's in the cabbage family.
Okay.
So yeah, it kind of has that same like prebiotics, probiotics in it, fiber, and then you just put it like that, make it vertical. And these I like to have a little bit long. You just kind of add. See how nice that looks?
I feel like fiber is such a hot topic right now, so like, is there such thing as too much fiber?
I'm just not a fan of
Like using
powdered
words?
fiber or like fake versions of fiber. You can easily get so much fiber from fruits, vegetables, whole grains, nuts, seeds, that like you just don't need to be adding fiber in a powder form or a pill form or any of that. So even bars, like I think if I ate a bar with fiber in it, I would feel so bloated and nauseous.
Yeah.
So if you are someone that doesn't eat a lot of fiber to begin with, you have to start slow. Like you'll get actually the opposite effects if you add too much fiber,
Like
all at once. You'll get
constipation,
constipation, you'll be bloated, you'll be super uncomfortable. So as you add in fiber, you have to make sure you're eating enough. I mean, you're drinking enough water to begin with. And
it all goes back to like your original like concept that you just believe in eating whole, or like anytime
food,
people
that's
ask me about it, it's like so bad when you have like when one of your best friends is literally a nutritionist. I'm like texting her up the wazoo about everything, but people always ask me like your concept. I'm like, honestly, it's just real food.
I know, and it's like sometimes people want like the magic bullet or something a little bit sexier, but I'm just like, I'm sorry, but
people
you have to bring
always
it back
are
to
looking
basics.
for a secret sauce in any industry, and I think like just coming back and being like, if there's no secret sauce,
no
it's
secret
just
sauce.
holding yourself accountable to
Yeah, accountability is huge.
Yeah.
Okay, so now look how gorgeous this
I
looks
know.
already. So I'm like a big golden raisin person. I think I add them in every
Yeah.
salad if you haven't noticed. So I'm just gonna add my golden raisins for a little bit of sweetness. And if it's not raisins, I actually love adding like sliced apples or pears.
And I also
use
love
dried
how you keep them
cherries.
in these separate containers.
No, that's
very
twice as organized.
Twice as organized.
We had these,
Wow.
the cutest girls came and organized my entire pantry. It was like, okay, this is another, so if you have like a brick and mortar,
Yeah.
you're even cooler than me, but, okay, so just to crush these up to add a little bit of texture to the salad, put it in your Ziploc, take the side of your knife. So see, it's just nice and crushed like that.
I love pistachios.
Me too. And then these are like salty and
Yeah.
roasted and just add a great flavor. So you just add that onto the salad, mix it up. So it's optional whether you add some Parmesan or not. Do we want?
We want Parmesan. Yeah.
So it just adds a little.
I think people are also
juice.
like so afraid of dairy and gluten right now, and unless
Yeah.
you have an allergy.
Listen, dairy is something you need to like. I wouldn't say have dairy every meal every day because it's an inflammatory food. It's not good for skin, digestion, but a little bit of cheese in a salad just goes such a long way. So, okay. So, I mean,
Delicious. I
beautiful.
love it.
Now the last thing we have to do is make the dressing. Okay, so this is my go-to dressing. I put it on basically everything. I don't measure as much as I should, but I do basically 1-to-1. So like 1 part olive oil to 1 part vinegar. So you
Okay.
can use any balsamic vinegar too, red wine, but I like apple cider vinegar. It has some health benefits.
I always take a shot of apple cider vinegar in the morning.
So what I would say is, because it's really hard on your digestive
yeah,
tract,
I feel like it's not great. I
add it with warm water. So I would do a shot of apple cider vinegar
Okay.
with warm water.
Okay.
Oh, look at how good these look.
And that smells so good. Eggplant is my fave.
Look at that. Gorgeous. Okay, so when we're done making our salad, we can get to that. Okay, so we just did olive oil, vinegar, and I do, so this is like a Dijon vinaigrette, so it's a little bit spicy.
It has a little tang.
A little tang, but I have honey, so it has like a little sweetness in it, and it goes really with any salad.
These
so.
are like all my favorite things in one.
Yeah, so mustard, honey, elderflower honey that I've been using.
A bottle is beautiful.
It is, right?
Yeah.
It's actually from my rabbi.
I love it. I'll be so happy.
Thanks, Rabbi. I love it. And then just a little salt.
He's been getting very spiritual over here with the honey from the rabbi and the challah making.
I know. Okay. And that's really it. You just whisk it up. And we're going to add that on later when we eat it because I just try to add the dressing last so it doesn't get soggy.
I love that tip with the adding the mustard and the honey because I feel like anytime I make a salad dressing, it's so liquidy.
So that's ready to go for later.
Okay.
And now we're going to get to our eggplant parm.
And that took like under 10 minutes.
And it looks really gourmet. So now we're back. We have our gorgeous browned eggplant. And as you can see, there's really not a lot of ingredients. We have tomato sauce, basil, ricotta, mozzarella. Step 1, you just you make a layer of the tomato sauce on the bottom.
Because when you take it out, you're gonna flip it?
No, just because then it kind of like creates that nice base of like...
Oh, interesting.
Because we're gonna do layer by layer. So it's basically tomato sauce, eggplant, cheese, do it again.
Okay.
So you just want that like nice yummy tomato sauce layer.
And what about the myth of, like, everyone always is like, you need to have a protein with your meal, you need to have a protein, and like we have a huge veggie plant-based
Right.
meal.
No, you don't need a protein with every meal. There's protein, like, just
Or
because it's not...
I'm like a meat protein. Like,
You don't need a meat
because I always feel like I'm eating so much meat, especially living with a boy who
Right.
loves to eat
Same.
red meats. And I'm like, why are we eating so much meat all the time?
And like, I actually love to make most of my meals not have a meat as the center, or if you do, like, it can sort of be like the side piece.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't need to be the star of the show at all times.
Like a zoodle bolognese.
Right.
Like
yeah, exactly.
This is something I always wondered, and I looked it up and I couldn't find an answer.
Yeah.
What is the difference between parchment paper and
wax paper.
And
is that your question?
Parchment, like, why do, like, I cook everything with tin foil.
So you don't want to be doing that anymore.
Okay.
So because the tinfoil has aluminum, which it like seeps into your food and can be toxic.
God.
So we all did it. We like grew up thinking that was the way to go.
Yeah.
But just switch to parchment or wax, and that's
Okay.
safer. So that we're just making like a nice layer. Yeah, and then we're gonna cut the mozzarella, which we're not gonna use yet, but just to have nice and cheesy. This is actually gonna go on the top.
Mozzarella is also one of those cheeses that never makes me feel sick.
And me either. Okay, so we have tomato sauce, eggplant. This is a part skim ricotta. So the middle layer is gonna be this ricotta. We're just gonna like spread. So there's actually 3 different kinds of cheeses in this: mozzarella, ricotta, and Parmesan on the top.
My ricotta is so freaking good.
It's delicious. I have to like, eat this whole thing. It's also, I put it on toast with honey. And
Yeah.
It's just like, oh. And then, so now we have the tomato sauce, eggplant, ricotta. We just do it all again. Repeat. So just put the eggplant. And just remember, like, it doesn't have to look gorgeous because you're covering it with more sauce and cheese. So.
And my mom always says gorgeous is what gorgeous does. Like when I was dating, she's like, stop going by the looks. Gorgeous is what gorgeous does.
I love Eileen Sands. Such wise words of wisdom.
So funny also that it's Rayo's, right? Not
Yeah.
Rayo's. Rayo's has been around forever, and it's still everyone's go-to.
Always.
Like I tried to use some of like the organic Bella, which I know is like less sugar, but
Yeah.
it just doesn't do it for me like the Rayo's does.
I know. I like Vero Gusto by Barilla.
Oh, yeah.
They have a new line that's really good. And then while you do that, I'm going to show you how to julienne basil, which is another food science NYU
Julienne
trick.
basil.
So what do you do? So you know how when you like in restaurants you see those like little nice ribbons of basil? Okay, so you take it, you roll it into like a, what do you call that? Like a, I don't know, just roll it up.
A little tortellini.
There you go. And then you use the same knife skill of just like the waves. And voila, you have those nice ribbons rather than just like ripping it apart like I usually do. So we're getting fancy around here.
Oh, I love it.
Okay, so now we add this yummy layer. And remember, it melts. And something that's like an underused function in the oven is broiling. So that's what makes, so we're gonna bake it for about 10 minutes at 450, but then we're gonna broil it for 3 minutes, and broiling just makes the top really brown and crispy, but doesn't keep baking the inside. So you won't overcook it, but you just get that crispy.
Comes from the top.
It just comes from the top.
I'm like scared of that button on my oven.
Everyone is.
Royal
yeah.
bake. I'm like, no, definitely
Like,
not
don't
the
over.
royal.
And that's what makes that nice crispy browning on the top
Okay, cool.
without like overdoing it. Okay, so. Okay. So while that's baking, Katie's gonna show me how to clean up my makeup routine.
Okay, so we just went through Molly's entire cabinet, and I pulled, but you have a lot of really
I
good
do have
products.
a lot of good clean products.
Try not to get overwhelmed. I'm going to show you a bunch of good swaps and also good things you can add to your routine, but don't go crazy and like start throwing out all your things.
Like I can finish them.
Exactly. And also there's a big difference between clean, non-toxic, vegan, cruelty-free. Those are all different words completely, and I think it's the same thing with food. Like something's organic, something's grass-fed. It means something totally different. Obviously, everyone loves Neutrogena wipes. Use these all the time still when I'm wearing heavy makeup. But if you're trying to do something a little bit cleaner, I brought 3 of my favorite cleansing balm. So this is the DHC oil cleanser. This is good as like an initial cleanse.
So you just use one of these, like take it off.
Yes.
Okay.
And also really excited. So in efforts to be more sustainable at home, I got reusable cotton pads. These ones are from Verse, but you can get them on Amazon. Like I'll
just
send
throw
you
them in the wash with everything else.
Literally take them out like a washcloth, and it comes with this little bag so you don't lose them when you're in the laundry.
Would I need those? Okay,
Aren't they great? My go-to favorite cleanser, the First Aid Beauty. This bottle's empty, but I brought it because I need to restock. It's so good. It's so gentle on your skin. You already have really good skin, so I think just using something gentle, this is a great alternative to Cetaphil. Does the same thing, has the same consistency.
Does that take makeup off, or that's more of just like you do that first?
It does take makeup off, but I always someone who would like use a makeup wipe before cleansing, so use this before this. Okay. But if you're not wearing a lot of makeup, this will do the trick instantly. Okay. I don't know if you've even heard of this, but a few brands where you just put it on and it kind of melts the makeup off. It's like an oil/wax consistency.
Drunken Elephant has one.
Exactly.
I have that in the shower.
But if you are into that, this is a really good alternative. It's from Pharmacy, this brand I've been testing out that I absolutely love. This is the green clean one. So
you put it like mixed with water.
Some people love it. I'm personally more of a cleanser girl, but if you like that, this is a great alternative. I love that you have Vinter's Daughter. People love this. It's a cult favorite. I think another alternative that's similar, if you love this, is to use the CEO Glow from Sunday Riley.
And that's a little lighter. Like this is definitely heavy. I don't use it as much in the summer. But
and I feel like this is better for at night.
Yeah.
Where this is really great in the morning.
And what I do, and you can tell me if it's better, but so because everyone's always asking like what I do with my skin, and I always just pump like a little bit of my foundation with the oil, and I mix it together so it just gives me that like
really
a
nice
sheen. Yeah, and it looks like airbrush.
I love that, but we're not gonna do that foundation anymore.
I know.
Okay. Foundation is something that's sitting on your skin all day. It's really, your skin is your biggest organ. So if you're putting bad products on your skin, it's going into your bloodstream. It's pretty much like your skin is eating the product. So we want to make sure that like the biggest thing you're using your foundation is cleaner. This is from HOURGLASS. HOURGLASS is amazing because their whole thing is about like cruelty-free, vegan, because they have such a close relationship, the founder, with different animals in her life. So she created this stick that I absolutely love. Okay. So it's just like you use it as a stick.
So I could still do that and then put the oil over it.
Exactly.
To sort of lighten it up a little bit.
And she also has more of a liquid base. I thought this was fun, so I wanted to bring it to show you.
Yeah. Oh, but because I like liquids. And I'll try the liquid
But try that for now because I think it's really great. Okay. And then I see you have like your hair products here too. Yeah. Kerastase is a great brand. I love their stuff. Currently, I've been switching to a more cleaner alternative called ACRE. So I brought you little versions that you can travel with. Instead of calling it shampoo, they say that it's cleanser. Because the shampoo is more like foamy, and what makes the foaminess, like the sulfates, the bad stuff. Okay. So what I will say, to be completely honest, is it's a little bit of a hard transition. A little goes a very long way, and just keep transitioning, and you can add more each night. This is like my favorite makeup brand, Cover FX. I've actually been using their stuff since I was in middle school, not knowing anything about that it was cool to be clean. Like I just liked it. I had such bad acne when I was in middle school, like going through puberty. It's the only brand that actually covered up my face. Years later, I'm realizing, oh my god, I was like on the ball. Like, it was really good for you. I had no idea. So of course, it's like almost done. But I use this just like
I was
every.
using this Tom Ford, and I think that's really not.
Yeah, that's not ideal. And you know what? This comes in every shade, and then I'll just end it with this really fun one because this is Lime Crime. It's one of my.
That looks like Polly Pocket.
It is a Polly Pocket.
Shut up.
Like we should give it to Maxie.
Oh my god, that's so cute.
It's like give it to her. It is a Polly Pocket. They like, did a collab, so.
Oh my god. Again, because I was using Tom Ford.
Yeah,
Chanel,
and like this is like.
Actually irritates my eyes a little bit.
And this is the same. This comes in like 5 different palette shades, so you can find what yours is and use this for your eyes, your blush. You can use for everything.
It has a little shimmer.
And what I think is really nice is people, when they think of clean beauty or clean makeup, they always think like boring.
But this is great.
Right?
Okay. And then you put, this is your SPF. I love Super.
And then I love Super Goop. I just came back from Miami. I didn't get color because I wore this the whole time.
I get a spray tan before I go away and I come back paler than I am. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm like obsessed with all of this.
So much to take in, but all good stuff.
Okay. Our eggplant is ready to take out. It's going to be nice and bubbly.
So good. I
It
can
smells
smell it
great.
from up here.
So we're going to go take that out and try it.
Let's do it.
Okay. It's actually beautiful.
Oh, it looks perfection.
Wow.
Now we can be like, when mommy hits this guy.
All right, so now we can eat. So I'm just gonna dress the salad up. And with kale, you really wanna, like I actually end up using my hands because you wanna really massage it.